Hi guys, it's Byron, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Bukkit server, a fast and easy way to make a Bukkit server. The first thing you want to do is make a new folder on your desktop and name it whatever it doesn't really matter, name it whatever you want. I have a server up there. It will soon be public. You probably know by the Start.bat video on channel. Basically, yeah, so name this whatever you want. I'm just going to name it Minecraft server. There you go, it's a Minecraft server. Next thing you want to do, go into the folder, make a text document. So yeah, then you want to, this doesn't really matter, you can name it whatever you want. Someone name it Poo with 3 O's for some reason. It doesn't really matter. And then you want to go into the link in the description, which will take you up to this site. You want to scroll down from here, and it'll come up with the different codes for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Today we're just concentrating on Windows, so this is for Windows. The codes here. You might have to look for a different tutorial for Linux and Mac, because I don't really know how to, because I don't really have a Linux and Mac. Anyway, you want to copy this code by holding, doing Control-C, or you can do right-click, copy, go into the folder, the text document folder, Control-V to copy or paste, whatever. You'll see this code here. This -O true means if you've not bought Minecraft and you've just got a cracked version of Minecraft. I've bought Minecraft, so I'm gonna keep it -0. It basically means if you want online mode. Basically saying if you've got Minecraft. I don't have cracked Minecraft. I used to, but I bought the game because it's really good, and you should all get it. It's really good. You won't be watching this video if you don't like. You're not gonna make a Minecraft server. Anyway, so if you do have a cracked server and you want to make a cracked server, go ahead, highlight this, or just delete it. But because I have the Minecraft, I want to keep it. You want to go to File and Save As. This is the most kind of important bit. You want to go to Save As Type, change this to All Files, and get rid of this. Name it Run.bat, or you can change that run to Start.bat, or it can be Willy Wonka lad. It doesn't really matter. Basically all you need is that .bat, but you do need a name before it. So I keep it as run, like that, and you save it like that. So then when it's done like that, close off that, go back into your folder, and you can delete this Poo document. It doesn't, or whatever you named it, you can delete it because it doesn't really matter anymore. And you can go into your recycle bin, empty it because it saves space, or you can just do it after, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Go into the link in the description to the other one, and you'll come up to the Bukkit site showing all the development builds Bukkit have released. You want to click this big red button, development build, blah 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 blah. Just click it to download, wait for it to download. Might take a while, depends on your internet speed. My internet's gone down for some reason. There, now it's gone up. Friggin' weird. That is just really weird. I don't even know why it's done that. But it says it's got 21 seconds left. It was faster than before, because before it was kind of slower. So you want to wait for this to load. Nearly finished. It's got 11 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that it's done, go to your downloads or drag it from the thing that came up. For some reason on my thing, it's dead weird, so I have to go into downloads. Get this now. Drag this onto the desktop. Close down this. Yeah. So you want to drag this in, and it's going to have a long, weird name. Bloody blah 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 blah. You want to rename it. Don't delete the .jar bit because you need that bit. Backspace it all to craftbukkit.jar. To enter. Sorry about that, I had a bit of an interruption. Anyway, so once that's done, you've got the craftbukkit run.bat. Now what you want to do is go to Java. You can search it. I don't know why it's saying there's something wrong anyway. Go to Java. You want to free download. Basically what you need is Java 7, basically version 7. It's not going to be like that, but you want to download it. When you click the link in the description, yeah, so all this links will be in the description. When you click it, it's not going to be like this. It'll be easy. You just click it and you download it. So download Windows 7. I've already downloaded it, so I can't download it again and show you, unfortunately. But it won't work if you don't have Java, so Java 7, unfortunately, because that's the recent version of Java. Anyway, so once you've done that, you want to run.bat, and it'll generate everything, and it'll say if it says fail to bind port like this, it's either because you're running another server somehow. Or, yeah, so you're running another server. What I do, if you're not running another server, sometimes this just comes up and kind of pays me off. I restart my computer. So when you restart your computer, it will, when you run all this, all the files come back up. So, yeah, so I'm just going to go restart my computer now and get back to you when I am done. Hi guys, sorry about that, I'm back. Now what you want to do is go back into your folder after you've restarted your computer, run your .bat, and then watch this. It will all load. Hooray! If it works for you when you first you put all this in, works, that's perfectly fine. Just skip ahead or something like that, because this is just for the people who get that. So once it's done, do not press the X button because it just can screw up everything, crash your server. Never do it. Go and type stop. It doesn't need the slash, only when you're in game it needs a slash. So you put stop. So stop it, press any key to continue. You'll have Bukkit plugins world underscore never, world underscore the end, band IPs, button players, Bukkit, craftbukkit, help, ops, permissions. Yeah, you get the point. First of all, I would recommend you going into is the operators folder, or ops. You want to put your in-game name on this text document. So for me, it's the gaming rats, whatever yours is. You're not going to put the game rats because that's me. You want to put your name on Minecraft. Then if you want to put your friend as an operator, do not put it like that's not my friend, I don't know, it's chocolate lollipop guy. You don't put it there. When you get to your under your name, you press enter. It'll make a new line. Then you put your friend's name. Maybe the friend is Ben Delta 10. So once you do that, you do file, save. There you go, it's done. So that operator folder is done. You want to go into server properties, and you'll get all of these. Ooh, let me know. So I didn't mean to do that. So leave that generator settings blank, because I don't even know what that does. Just leave it. If you know what it does, then do whatever it does. Do whatever you need to do. Generate allow never. If you want the never in your you know how you can make the never portal. If you want the never, keep that to true. Level name, keep this to world, because if you minimize this, see how your world folder. These are all your world folders. See how it's called world. This is called world _ never. If that was renamed to Bob Marley 69,000, you change it to Bob Marley 69,000, Bob Marley 69,000, where it says world. Anyway, and you change that to blah de blah. And if you want to play, like, if you making this server because you want to make an adventure map for your friends to play on, and just a map, you drag the folder, the world folder that you've downloaded, the adventure map download, and you drag it into your Minecraft server folder, and it'll be in here. And then you come into your server properties, change this level name world to whatever the folder is called, so you exactly copy what it says. You can either go into to where it says rename and copy it, and then leave it. Yeah. So enable query. I can't even say that without it sounding really weird. Just leave that false. Allow flip. I keep getting tongue twisted. Leave that false, because if you want people to join your server, and if you know what Nodus is, like a hack client, if you want them to fly in your server without them being operators or whatever, then leave that false. If you put it to true, then they'll be able to do that. The default server port is 25565. Leave that. Level type. Default is where there's grass world, la. If you want it to be like the never, when you spawn, your world is the never. Oh god, I don't even know what that is. Leave that. If you want it to never, then put never. And if you want it to the end, put end. And then when you spawn in your world, it'll be a never world or an end world or whatever. If you want it just a normal world, leave it default. If it's an adventure map or a map, leave it default. Enable, leave that. I don't even know what it does. If you want a certain seed for your world, so 69,000 to whatever, yeah, put it there, and your world will create it. False game mode, leave this to false, because it can cause crashes if you put it to true, because it has to force. When you join the server, you force to whatever game mode you've set. Server IP, leave this blank, because this can make it so it says failed to blind port like it did before. That wasn't my problem, but if you do have that problem and it's not because you need to restart your computer or whatever, or you have another server running, you need to delete whatever you've put here. Never put anything here, only if you're using Hamachi. Max build height, you want to keep that to 2565 because it'll mess up with plugins and stuff. Once again, I'll do a plugins video after I've basically done with this, and watch that. So there'll probably be an annotation on the screen now. I don't know why that keeps coming on. There we go. Yeah, so click the annotation on the screen. That'll just take you to the plugins video showing you how to install plugins and everything. If you want villagers to spawn in your world, keep that to true. If you don't want them, change it to false. Whitelist. There's a folder or a text document in your folder, Minecraft folder, and if you're going into it, if you know what a blacklist is who you do not want on your server, or what you do not want, these people you don't want on. I think that's what it means. You might have to research it, but anyway, it doesn't really matter about that. Whitelist is to show who you want on your server. So say if you've got a public server, but you're doing some building with your friends, and you don't want them to come on for, I don't know, 2 hours. You put your name, or the person, or your friend, or whoever wants to be you want to whitelist on the server. Put them on this list, and then you go into your server properties. Obviously you need to save it, but I didn't save it because I didn't put anything, and you change that to true, and then it will whitelist your server, so anybody else that tries to join your server won't be able to, because it'll say this server is whitelisted, or you do not have permission to join the server, whatever it says. If you want to spawn animals, leave that true, or if you don't want them, change it to false. Leave that snooper enabled, because I don't know what that does. If you want a hardcore world, if you want your server to be hardcore, change this to true. If not, you want it just to be survival, so if you die. If hardcore is basically if you die, the world gets deleted automatically, you're basically fucked. So I would leave that to false. If you want it to, just be a survival world, Minecraft series for YouTube or whatever, leave that true. I would leave this blank, because this gives your server a certain texture pack. So look at another video for that, because I don't generally know how to do that. You want to keep this to online mode. Say you have a cracked server again. You have a cracked server, there's cracked people that come on your server. You want them to come on your server. Get rid of this and change it to false without the capitals. So if you hosting a cracked server and you want the cracked people to join, put it on false. But if you don't want people joining, so if you have normal Minecraft and you've bought the game and you don't want people to do that, go put true. PvP, that means player versus player. So if you want people to hit each other and be able to kill each other, basically, leave that true. If you don't want them to hit each other, leave it false. Difficulty, 0 is peaceful, 1 is easy, 2 is hard, I think. Something like that. You might have to research it. This is the game mode. Creative is 1, survival is 0, and adventure mode is 2. This shows the max players that can join your server. If it's like 2 people can join your server. So yeah, 2 players can join your server, and yeah. So that's basically it for the properties. You want to save it. I don't want to. Well, yeah, actually, I save it. So once that's done, you just leave all this. It's still not done yet. You need to port forward. So you close down all this like Minecraft server. It doesn't really matter what you do with it. Go into your internet. Just minimize it a second. Go to your sort menu, put in CMD, and then put in ipconfig. Enter. Scroll all the way up to the top till you get to wireless LAN adapter wireless connection. It probably won't say that 2. I don't know why mine says the 2 anyway. You want to find this default gateway. Copy that. You can't literally copy paste it. You can't do that on the command prompt, but just remember that number, write down or whatever. Go on to Google, cross off that because you don't. So type in your default gateway. mine's 192.168.1. This will take you to your internet's like website. I'm Virgin Media Super. I'm not on the Super Hub, so if you have Virgin and you put in your thing, it'll come up to this. But if you have something else like D-Link, I used to have D-Link, a D-Link router, then it'll go into D-Link. So the default username and password for Virgin is admin, and the password is change me. It'll probably be in the description as well. But you sign in, and it's just saying you here, they recommend you to change your password, so follow that to change your password. I'll just keep it, change me in case I forget it. But you want to go to advanced settings, scroll down till you get to security, click port forwarding, and here it shows my server, but I'm just going to delete this for now. So I've deleted that now. You leave this service thing blank. You name this whatever you want. Whatever. Po. You want to change this to for default it's 25565, and once again on the end port you want to change it to 25565. That's a default port. Change this protocol to TCP. And now for this IP address, you want to go back into some command prompt or your CMD thing, and you'll see your IP4 address on this line here. You're only going to be concentrating on the last two, well, the last number. Mine's 5, so change this number to 5. So then you want to add row, it'll come up on here. Enable, you want to enable it, and then click apply. Yes, that is done, and your server is officially being port forwarded. So if you want to close off that, go into your server, run your server, wait for it all to load. So you then want to minimize your server. You can't cross it off. You can cross off your folder. You can close down your command prompt. Go into Minecraft. Wait for it to load. Click play. Don't play offline, obviously. Go into multiplayer. Scroll down. Well, you don't actually have to scroll. This is the server that's I've already made this server, but you want to add server. I've already done it because I've already have a server. But anyway, you want to add server and change your name to whatever. So my server lad or lud. I can't actually spell. I'm just taking the piss. Now you want to go into the internet. Change this. Cross down. Put in IP chicken. Click IP chicken, and it'll come up with your current IP address. You want to copy that, or right click, copy, whatever. Or you can just put in what's my IP address on the internet. There'll be a link for it in the description anyway. You want to copy that into here, done, and your server will come up. I'll just delete that because that's basically the same, so it doesn't really matter. When you log in, your server will be up, ready to join. Your friends can join. So that IP you got off IP chicken, you give that your friends. They connect off that. So they will connect off that server. Any problems, comment or mail me. And